So, Bryce, let's start by asking, how are you? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling really good. I can tell I've been making, big strides to being back out there on the court. I'm just taking it one day at a time, one step at a time. Trying not to do too much, but still pushing myself to, get back out there and being aggressive with rehab. I'm starting to do more stuff live with the team, so it's been going good.
Do you have a timeline on your return yet?
There's no exact timeline. I expect to be back pretty soon, but that's going to be up to my trainer and how my body feels.
So I have a few more questions about the rehab process, but let's go back to when you suffer the injury. You guys are having a good year.
Yeah.
Just what was the immediate aftermath like, and how do you then try to stay engaged still with the program?
Yeah, it's very tough. I mean, it happened so fast. I mean, I'm just blessed for the opportunity to, be able to get back and have a successful surgery. But, it happened in the blink of an eye. It happened fast. And, it was just tough being away from my team for so long. I had to go to Chicago for my rehab, and I was away from the team for like 2 to 3 weeks. So it was kind of tough, staying away from the team, but also being in contact with them over phone.
So how do you kind of rewire your brain a little bit? Like, do you try to still watch film, think like a coach? Like, how do you mentally process that time?
For sure. The coaches sent me all of my film, good and bad, throughout the season up until I got hurt. So I was watching my film with them. They were telling me stuff I can do better. They were telling me the stuff I did well, and just trying to improve that way. As I started going through the process and getting back out onto the court, still being sidelined, I was able to hear what the coaches were telling the guys and, just picking up on things. So when I get back out onto the court, I have that edge and I know what they expect from us.
The first time you actually get to be back on the court and you're allowed to do that, what was that like?
It was amazing. I mean, just being up and moving, being in my brace for, about 2-3 months, it was just tough. And, I just felt like, when am I going to see the light at the end of the tunnel? I mean, just laying around and, you couldn't work out really. So it was just tough. But, getting back up and being able to, just shoot jump shots and shoot free throws and stuff like that, it meant a lot to me.
Tell me a little bit about Coach English and just what he's like. We see him sometimes, right, when the spotlight's on. Yeah. But what's he like on an everyday basis in practice? What's his vibe?
Yeah, he's a very good guy. I mean, he's a player's coach. Me and him have heated ping pong battles, so, we love doing that on our off time. But, he's been in the NBA before, and it didn't go how he planned. So, he tries to tell us what we can do to get there and actually stay and have a long-lasting career in the NBA. And that's obviously my goal. Even though my injury happened, I still feel like I can get there, and, that's still my goal.
He said because he's so young, he kind of feels like maybe more like an older brother. Mm-hmm. Do you guys feel that?
For sure. I mean, he talks to us about stuff that's going on in the world. He still tries to listen to some of the similar songs that we listen to. He just told me about Giveon. That's one of the artists he listens to. He's an R&B artist. So just little stuff like that, just being able to connect with him about stuff off the court has been great.
So heading into the season, even though, you won't be able to play right away, how do you step into a leadership role? What's the importance of the veterans on this team?
For sure. I mean, I feel like coming back, this will be my 3rd year in Providence, 2nd year under Coach English. I feel like the guys that he brought in are great. I feel like we have more depth this year, a lot of size and versatility. So I feel like that's great. We just got to keep building our chemistry. But me being back for my 3rd year, I feel like me just being outspoken and, if I see something wrong, telling the guys because I know what Coach wants from us and I know what he expects.
Are there any young guys you think are going to have breakout seasons?
I think Jaden's going to have a great year this year. I think Wesley Cardet's going to be good for us from Chicago State. And, there's more guys. I feel like all the guys that Coach brought in are going to be good for us.
So for you guys to contend for a Big East title, outside of getting healthy and staying healthy, what are the keys?
I feel like it's just buying into what Coach tells us to do, having a great mindset. That's our theme of our team, just staying strong through adversity and, not getting too high when things are going good but not getting too low. Just staying level-headed and attacking every day, not trying to get ahead of yourself and, just stay present.
Last one, you mentioned your goals of getting to the NBA. Who do you model your game after? Who do you learn from?
For sure. My two favorite players in the NBA have always been LeBron James and, Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum had 37 last night. It was a good game to watch. And LeBron, they got the win, so happy for that. But I feel like LeBron's versatility, his aggression that he has driving to the basket, and his playmaking for his teammates are big things I try to take away And I try to take away from Jason Tatum's game, like how he attacks his defenders and gets them moving side to side and stuff like that, and just creating that space.
And where do you want to, once you get back on the court, where do you want to grow the most on?
Definitely my shot. I feel like I took a dip in that last year. That's all I've pretty much been working on this year, coming back from my injury, having so much time to just actually lock in on my jump shot. I feel like that's a big thing, and just staying tough on my defense as well.
So UConn's going for a three-peat, and everyone else is kind of chasing them. How hard is what they're doing to accomplish, and then how do you guys stop them from
Yeah, I mean, it's very tough. I mean, even going back-to-back is tough. So, I mean, that's congrats to them for doing that. But, I feel like every time we play them in Providence, or even when we go up there, it's a tough game. We know what the task is, and, we just have to be physical, and we have to be locked in every possession because it counts.